Hello and welcome to another edition of Investing for Generations. Today I will show you my second largest stock in my portfolio, and this will be the very famous Facebook. So I will talk about Facebook, I will talk about the financial numbers of Facebook, about the management, about the current and maybe also future problems with this business and all the problems they maybe face even now with the boycott of a lot of big companies and how this will impact the long term for Facebook, in my view. And then we come to a conclusion and I will tell you if I think Facebook is a good long-term investment and why. So let's start. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. So I'm very sure all of you know Facebook very good, and most of you will have a Facebook account, as I have for 2 weeks now. So I was very late because I never got why Facebook could be important to me. And I just created this account now to promote my YouTube videos with kind of success. And this is because Facebook is the biggest social network platform in the world, is launched 2004. And it has already 2.6 billion users worldwide. As you can see on the graph, it's an amazing, unbelievable growth over the last decade or so. And even if you think there are a lot of fake accounts and a lot of double accounts, even then, that's an impressive number. And all of this story is so impressive that they make even a movie out of it. And I think a lot of you maybe have seen this movie too. It's called The Social Network, and I can recommend really to watch this movie just to understand how Facebook was created. And then just dive into the financial numbers. So the question first is, how make Facebook money? Close to 85% of the revenue Facebook make is out of advertising. And so that's key to make money for Facebook. And of course, with all these billions of users, this is a big platform for every kind of business to advertise. And so we see the revenue just grow over the years. This is a graph over the last 10 years. And the revenue growth over the last 5 years is around 40% per year. That's very, very impressive. Of course, one problem for Facebook could be the looming recession and the declining of advertisers because of the recession. And we can see this already with the numbers for the Q1 in 2020. And there is a decrease in the advertising revenue, but I'm very sure this is just for the moment and this is just temporary. And also a temporary problem should be the current boycott by a lot of very big companies to advertise on Facebook. Here you can see the most famous who just boycott Facebook, and not just Facebook but social media at all. And so of course there will be a hit for Facebook and for the revenue of Facebook. To be honest, I think this is just noise, and this is just noise for the moment. And long term there will be not a big impact for Facebook. Then just dive deeper into the financial numbers. Facebook run on very high margins, very high and very stable margins. So they earn a lot of money. And the same we can see with the cash flow. The cash flow is up around 35% per year in the last 5 years. A cash flow cow. And all of this business just runs almost without debt. Here we can see the debt equity ratio, almost at zero. Facebook also sits on a big mountain of cash. They have over 60 billion of cash. We will see how they will invest that. But if you look to the returns they make of their investments, you can be very sure that they will invest this very carefully and very good, because the return of invested capital is around 25% in the last 5 years. So the management, it looks like the management know very well how to invest the money. And another big thing for Facebook will be the monetization of WhatsApp. We can see here on this diagram that WhatsApp have over 2 billion users. And together with Facebook Messenger, they have over 3.3 billion users. They just dominate the messenger world. Of course, there's a big market for monetization in WhatsApp, and this will be the next big thing. And the question is how they will monetize WhatsApp. Facebook said already that they don't want to run ads. A payment service can be the answer to that. And they already tried that. They already launched a WhatsApp Pay in Brazil. I think this is a way Facebook want to go. And just think about if they just take $1 per year out of every WhatsApp user. This is just another $2 billion. So here's a big market, and I think this will be the next big thing. Then let's talk about the management. And I don't want to say too much about it because I think almost everybody knows Mark Zuckerberg, the man on the right. And he's the founder and the current CEO of Facebook. And yeah, he just built an imperium out of nowhere. But what can I say?
Mr. Zuckerberg, I remember well your first visit to Capitol Hill back in 2010. You spoke to the Senate Republican High-Tech Task Force, which I chair. You said back then that Facebook would always be free. Is that still your objective?
Senator, yes, there will always be a version of Facebook that is free. It is our mission to try to help connect everyone around the world and to bring the world closer together. In order to do that, we believe that we need to offer a service that everyone can afford, and we're committed to doing that.
Well, if so, how do you sustain a business model in which users don't pay for your service?
Senator, we run ads.
I see.
Yeah, so just go over to the price and just see how Facebook is priced right now and if it's a buy right now or maybe not. So Facebook right now is traded at $237. My calculated intrinsic value is $195. And I calculated this just with a growing rate of the current earnings of 15%. As you saw in the numbers I showed you before, right now the growing is way higher. Maybe my calculated number is very conservative. I don't know, I like it very conservative because then you just have already a margin of safety in that. My buy price is at $177, or almost $178. And I bought on my first position, I bought on the 2nd of December, and my second part of my position I bought on the 27th of March in the depth of the March crash. My average buy price is, as I said, almost exactly $178. So I'm up quite a bit. And that's very nice. And with the latest noise about the boycott of the Facebook ads, I really thought or hoped that Facebook will come down more under the intrinsic value, but it doesn't happen. Facebook just recovered very, very fast the last 3 days. So what's my conclusion then? For me, Facebook is a wonderful business with a strong brand and a big moat. With a no end of growing in the foreseen future, with high and stable cash flows, no debt, and big cash on hand. So there are so many pluses. It's just a great business. Of course, there are some risks. One of the risks is with data security. Maybe there are more scandals looming. I'm very sure there will be a scandal here and there all over the time. Facebook survived all of that so far, and I think they have a very strong position to do so also in the future. But who knows? Who knows what's coming? So, but with all the data Facebook is running and uses, of course, there are risks with that. The other risk is more political restrictions. Hate speech, of course, is a big big problem. Maybe there are more restrictions coming, and one example of that is already Germany, where they have a law and which is have the wonderful German name Netzwerkdurchsetzungsgesetz. You can try to Google that and try to understand, but this put a lot of responsibility to Facebook. Makes it very difficult for Facebook because Facebook have to decide what's legal, what's illegal, and have to delete that. And if they don't, or if they don't write in the eyes of the German law, they can be penalized a lot. So that's a big problem. That's a big problem for Facebook. That's also a big problem for the freedom of speech. So this is a slim margin between both of that. The fight against hate speech on the one side and of course the right of free speech. But that's a very political thing. I don't want to get into that too much. But here, of course, I'm maybe waiting more risks and more problems for Facebook to come and to face. We will see how they handle that. But after all, Facebook has a great business model. I'm very happy to own a little bit of this great company. And as I said, when the price dumps maybe down a little bit in the next crash or in the next small scandal or whatever, I guess I will add even more shares to my current position. Then take a look into my portfolio. With the adding of Facebook to my portfolio is almost complete now. And you can see our Facebook is up 33% right now from my buy price. So that's very nice. And it looks really nice with the exemption of Wells Fargo. I talked a little bit about it in my stock analysis about Wells Fargo and the problems there. And now also maybe very, very likely the coming dividend cut. So, but at all and overall, I'm very happy with this portfolio right now. Then take a look at the proportion of my portfolio. And as I told you before, Facebook was my second largest stock in my portfolio. But then yesterday was a ex-dividend day of American Express, and so I just added some more shares of American Express. And so they are a little bit bigger now than Facebook. Yeah, but after all, this is the proportion, and I'm almost very happy with all of these companies right now. With the exception of Wells Fargo. This is really disappointing, and I don't know really what to do with this position. I guess I will just sit on it and wait for better times. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell to never miss another video. And see you soon, then, with the biggest stock in my current portfolio. See you then. Take care. Bye bye.